Welcome to BowHunterPlanet, and let the biggest battle of the year begin, the Battle of the Carbons.
BowHunterPlanet is made possible by the following companies: XOP Outdoors, Gas Bowstrings, Carbon Express, Block Targets, Burris Optics, Moultrie, and Element Outdoors. We would like to also thank you, the consumer, for supporting us and helping keep the heritage of archery alive.
It is quite interesting when you think of the carbon market and the two biggest competitors, in my opinion, that are going after each other head to head. This is going to be an interesting battle. I have no doubt in my mind the PSE will be faster, and I would think that the Hoyt would be a little bit smoother, but we're going to find out today. Let's talk about the specs real quick. So the new Sicario features the FDS cam, and that'll give you draw length ranges of 24.5 to 30 inches and draw weights from 50, 60, 70, or 80 pounds. Brace height is 5 1/4, axle is 33 inches, IBO speed rating is up to 357 feet per second, let off is 75 to 85%, mass weight is 3.9 pounds. So let's talk about some of the tech on the bow. They have the CGM, the cable guard mounted system here. As you can see, it's a real nice system, looks good. It integrates with all of their accessories, so no issue there. They have the front Picatinny on this bow. They also have the IMS, if you want to integrate the IMS system with the rest from QAD. Again, the new FDS cam provides a rock solid platform for this bow and delivers huge hits, in my opinion, a lot of power. You're gonna get a really smooth shooting bow with this cam, and basically, instead of like coming over a huge hump and having a lot of difficulty, this cam actually helps you with that and provides a very smooth system for such a fast, powerful bow, and it delivers that arrow coming out of it. The EZ220 is a snap spacer system that you put in different size spacers in here to help push left or right depending on what you want to do with tuning your cam. So you can do that on top and bottom. PBTS uses a 3-piece string configuration for fine grain adjustability. So this will allow you to adjust the bow however you see fit in the cable system area right here. They have the new limb vise pocket. It provides lockdown of your limbs, very strong configuration for the bow. PSE also has the new kill shock stabilizers you can add to this bow. They also have a new line of bow mounted quivers that can go on this bow as well. This bow is available in 7 different colors. So the Sicario is going to retail for around $2,000. And I just want to know from you guys, post below, what's your thoughts on the Sicario? Would you give this a chance? Personally, I think this bow is super fun to shoot. It's got a lot of power. I mean, it really does. And it's a fun bow to shoot where I'd want to shoot it over and over because it has such a small brace sight, but yet you don't get that full extent of a small brace sight. I think people don't understand what that means exactly, because when you pull a bow that has a short brace sight, generally it's super aggressive and hard to pull, whereas this one doesn't do that, because it does have this new FDS cam that's making it a lot smoother for you. So this bow features a 30.5-inch axle. The bow weighs 4.1 pounds. The draw length range is 25 to 30 inches. The draw weight ranges are 40 to 80 pounds. The speed is 342 feet per second. Brace height is 6 1/8 inches, and it features the HBX Gen 4 cam. The RX-10 does come in 4 different models: the RX-10, the RX-10 Ultra, the RX-10 Ultra LD or long draw, and RX-10 SD or short draw. And this bow is an MSRP of $2149. All right, so let's talk about the tech of this bow. So this bow is going to feature the HBX Gen 4 cam. This is a mod specific cam, but it does give you an incremental change, so you can basically fine tune your draw length. So it really is good if you really want to fine tune it, figure out where you need to be. This is also on the AX3. Let off adjustment here. They also feature this little kickstand here at the top. This is what they use when they want this to impact the ground or touch the ground when you set your bow down, instead of the cam touching the ground directly. So the XTS tuning system from Hoyt gives you the ability to tune your bow, fine tune your paper tuning when you're shooting it. It's going to allow you to adjust your limbs basically to fix your tuning issues. Going down the bow, we have, of course, the carbon riser. This riser, again, a tried and true riser from Hoyt. We've seen this riser time and time again. It hasn't very much changed much over the years. I do have the RX-9 here. You can see that one as well. However, it is sleek. It does do the job. It feels good. It doesn't have much vibration. And you can see they built in these pieces here so you could set yourself up with some, whether it's a back stabilizer system or a quiver. They do have some things you could use here to make that happen. They do, of course, have the front mini stabilizer on the front end and then another main stabilizer on the top. The Vital Point grip, but I just really like the way it feels. It's got a little bit of rubberized material to it. The cool Redwork logo on the inside looks sweet on this bow. Of course, they got the front Picatinny system here, or the side plate if you want to just put a regular on. They also do have the IMS system or the side plate if you want a regular rest. The roller guard on this bar does look a little bit different, I think, than the one from last year. I noticed a little bit of a difference there between the two. I'm not sure what exactly changed, but it does look slightly different to me on the back end of it. I'd be curious what you think so far in this video, what your thoughts are on these two bows, which one you think is kind of winning in your opinion, and what you would like to see more of between the two, because I think they're two completely different bows. It's really weird to say that, and I know that that's not necessarily what people want to hear, but I'm just telling you, I feel like they are both carbon. They share one thing together, but other than that, there's a lot of differences in these bows, especially when it comes to size, draw length, especially when it comes to the cam itself. The HBX Gen 4 cam versus the FDS cam, I mean, they're completely different cams, different feels. Okay, so let's talk about the different techs on these bows. PSE for tuning features the Easy 220. So that is a snap system that's gonna snap in and push your cam left and right based on how you do those different snaps, the sizes. Whereas Hoyt is using the new XTS tuning system. Again, this is in the pocket of moving the limb around. It's different than moving the cam around, of course. You're gonna actually kind of push the limbs up and down to kind of make that little bit of adjustment and torque, I guess, each direction, which the way the cam goes. So you be the judge of which one you like better when it comes to tuning. I've heard great things about both so far, actually, so I think they're both in the running for a good option, of course. When it comes to the riser design itself, I think it looks fantastic. I think they look very well done. I will say I do like the Hoyt grip better, just my opinion. The Vital Point grip has always been one of my favorites. PSE doesn't really have a grip. I wish they would offer something, they don't. So as far as suppression goes on these bows, they're both carbon, so they kind of absorb a lot of any vibration, which I didn't feel any vibration either of these, to be honest. But they also do, have the front spot here if you want to put a stabilizer on. They both have that. They also both have this smaller stabilizer in the front. Both bows have the front Picatinny system. They both have the IMS system, so that's pretty equal there. So that's it, guys. I don't know. I mean, what did you guys think? What's your comments? What's your opinions? You know, I would always tell you guys, don't go off just the brand, go off the feel of the bow, get to your local shop and shoot the bow, get a feel for it. It doesn't change here today. You know, from my perspective, I do like the Hoyt grip better. I have to say, I like the way the Sicario has a lot more speed and power though, and I can do a lot more with it. What do you guys think of these two bows? Would you give them a chance? Would you not? Which one do you like better than the other? And would you ever even consider spending $2,000 to $2,150 on a bow, or would you stick to the aluminum options? Let me know below in the comments. If you want to help support the channel, pick up a hat from BHP. Click this data code right here and pick one up, help support the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.